A.T. Holt with Kashande Technology. He is the engine behind all of this. He's going to talk to you guys about how we circulate black. Ecosystems are absolutely necessary. So anybody watching this, we can't say, oh, that was just for the Black community or that was not for us. I need you all to understand ecosystems have to work in the small business community, period. We've got to make certain we're doing business with one another so that we can all survive. A.T. Holt is a visionary, luminary, and entrepreneurial virtuoso. He is celebrated as the founder and CEO of Kashande Technology. He is an esteemed chairman of the board for Red Worldwide. Across the tapestry of illusions, afflictions with the Greater Washington Black Chamber of Commerce, Radio 1E, and Caltech MIT. AT has woven a narrative of digital excellence and innovation. His entrepreneurial journey ignited his encounter in the music industry, websites. He's blossomed into various other ingenuity type areas. He is immersed in media experiences with industry giants like Mary Kay Cosmetics, Frito-Lay. He's had pioneering groundbreaking broadcast platforms with the Potter's House. My tongue is getting heavy. To empower you, AT's influence goes across diverse landscapes. I've got to say this, in addition to Circulate Black, he also is a great engine behind the Heartland Black Chamber and the Heartland St. Louis Black Chamber, which is how we met. He is a man that operates with excellence. His philosophy is one that he will give more than he ever gets because he is committed to seeing us all win. I want you to help me welcome to the stage none other than Mr. A.T. Holt as he will talk to us about Circulate Black.
Hello, everyone. How are you doing? Welcome. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy that Veta has invited me. I'm happy to be on a panel with so many great business people nationwide, and I'm just blessed and delighted to be, and elated rather, to be able to bring you CirculateBLACK.com. So as we go forward, I wanted to say, what is CirculateBLACK.com? Or maybe I should ask the question, or maybe you're asking the question, okay? Well, let me tell you this in about 30 seconds.
Many of you have thought about it. Many of you have spoken about it. Some of you have acted on it. Now is the time to circulate wealth in the Black community, and we have the platform for it. Welcome to CirculateBLACK.com. What's inside Circulate Black? A business directory, business social networking, an online marketplace, and business crowdfunding, all in one place right at your fingertips. Log on to CirculateBLACK.com today and sign up for free. Let's all work together to circulate Black dollars among Black-owned businesses to build infrastructure and wealth in the Black community.
So now you have a little bit of a subject on what Circulate Black is, and I'm going to dive into the platform a little bit just to tell you why it's important for us to have a platform like this, why we need to join, and why we need to do business with each other and help build infrastructure and wealth from within. So let me start off by telling you what's inside of Circulate Black. You heard it in the commercial. I'll dive into it a little bit more. So the first thing that you think about when you're coming onto a platform for your business is, how will people find you? So Circulate Black has a business directory in it. Joining the platform is free. So you jump inside and you make sure that you set up your business profile. Now, why is this important? People are looking for Black-owned businesses. They're looking for places to eat. We have a partner called eatblackowned.com as well. So if you want to find a Black-owned restaurant across the nation, you can find it at eatblackowned.com, but you can find it right here on Circulate Black as well. So I wanted to be sure to have a spot to when people were looking for Black-owned businesses, they could find them right there. So I encourage you to, go in even now or even right after the broadcast and create your profile for free and go ahead and join the business directory. The next thing that you want to do is be able to engage with one another. Okay. So what's built inside of there is a social media network. So you can operate this network as easily as you operate Facebook. You make posts, you share videos, you like, you love, you share, you comment, you hashtag, you do all of those things. But what I wanted to do was create a community that's by us, for us, so that we can engage and talk about what's happening in our community. And so that we can share with one another and do business with one another and actually just promote another one's business to say, hey, listen, if you like this, go check them out, you know? So those are the things that I think that are great as far as us being able to come back together in the communication and not so much. I mean, we can do whatever we want with whomever we want, but let's not forget about us, because what happens is, you know, as a part of diversity, equity, and inclusion, which is important, we kind of sometimes fall on the back end of that when we give out to everyone else and we support every other minority, we support every other group. And then when things come back in the form of blessings or entitlements or funding or anything like that, normally we're the last one on the block to be considered. So what I wanted to do was establish a platform to where we could come together, we could talk about these things, we could pass information to each other, become a resource, become service providers for each other, with each other, barter, do sales, sell merchandise, just a whole community to where we're making sure that we are always putting our Black community first so that we can keep the money inside of our community. I mean, do you know that still today, after all of these years, our money leaves our community within 4 to 6 hours? 4 to 6 hours. So what does that mean, AT? What that means is when we're buying and we're consuming goods, when we're purchasing, you know, our buying power is still well over 1.4 trillion if it hadn't raised even more so, right? And who benefits from that? Just think about how much of that, if we made it to where we could benefit ourselves in that vein, just think about how much more we can grow from within and not having to count on give outs, handouts, entitlements, or anything of that nature. Imagine the amount of self-reliability we build when doing it. Imagine the children looking up to what we're doing. That's why I appreciate REL Biggs with Kidpreneurs, and also taking care of the mom bosses as well. There's some dad bosses out there as well. So I don't want to forget about you as well. But I wanted to make sure that everyone knew that there is a community, and we come together as a community to bring all of our resources together and claim everything. One guy that I watch, his name is, you might know him, his name is Roland Martin. He talks about ownership. There are many people that talk about ownership, but it's so important. We're seeing the effects of not having ownership happen in Hollywood with not owning your own and producing your own material. Well, my platform, I want to encourage people to come together, build their own, own their own, and just kind of have a network of professionals, have a network of clients, consumers, customers who can give feedback. Take that feedback constructively, you know, not as an offense, but we just grow. I also want those in the community who actually come and support Black-owned businesses to go ahead and give a new company a chance. They have to work out the kinks, but you keep going. McDonald's messes up your order, but you still go back, right? You know, the kid's going to say, hey, I want McDonald's. And you know what? You kind of want to silence them a little bit. So every now and again, you might give them that. I know you feed your children and they're healthy all the time. I know this. Okay. So, but those are the things that I think about, and I want us to all be mindful of. At the same time, I want to make sure that we are putting ourselves in places where the different areas that build an infrastructure, like utilities, agriculture, grocery stores, education, of course, religion, we have that down, but we still need help there. Transportation, and STEM, you know, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, and real estate. You know, we want to make sure that in all of those places we have ownership so we can build, just like the family in Georgia who bought up all those 9 acres, I think about 93 acres of land to build their own city and everything. We could do this all over the United States. But what does it take? It takes commerce. So with commerce and having that in mind, there is a marketplace like Amazon that's
on CirculateBLACK.com. So that comes free with your membership to upload your products and services and sell them right there in the Circulate Black marketplace. Now, what is the one thing that I'll say finally as I begin to wrap up and close is that one thing that happens with our community is that, especially the business community, we find ourselves being seriously undercapitalized, okay? So what does that mean? There's not enough funding, or rather there is a lot of funding out there, but we're getting overlooked. So we have to resort to creative ways in order to get funding. So all of our funding providers, we need you on the sites. All of us that need to get over the mental stress that comes from trying to run a business, we need you on the site for personal development, career advancement. There are spaces on there for you. You can blog for free right now on there, and then share what it is that's needed from a mental standpoint, mental health standpoint, from a business standpoint, from a professional development standpoint, some tools, and also promote what you do so people can come and see you. And I say all that to say that in order for us to put ourselves in the funding game, I created a crowdfunding platform. You may remember a platform called GoFundMe or something like that, right? It's still up and operating, but we have our own right there on Circulate Black. So it's a crowdfunding platform that is there. Go on, set up your account. If you're a startup, if you have an initiative you're trying to grow, if you need to expand your company or some new technology you're releasing or whatnot, and you want to get the support, what better way than to offer your followers, your fans, your clients support, offer them a way to support you in order for you to grow your business and get the capital that you need and stuff. So those are the things that I want you to remember. This does come from the heart. So I really feel like there are many of you who will look at the name, you'll get the idea, you get the concept. But what I want you to do is come in and join the community. We're new, we're emerging, we're growing. We are teaming up with companies like Jeffery Consultants, Ms. Veta Jeffery. And, I'll tell you one quick story. When I started, to release the brainchild of this idea of Circulate Black, it's just a little bit before the time that I met Veta. And the thing that helped me so much is to be able to have exposure to the Black chambers of commerce in the United States, right? I was able to go in and understand what we need as businesses who are startups, who are new and emerging, who are growing, and also those of us who are in the Series A, Series B types of organizations. It doesn't matter. The need is still there. So I wanted to make sure that we have a place where we can all come together. We know where we are across the United States, and that we can truly begin to give to one another and share with one another, do business with one another, get funding, seek funding, and provide funding and resources to one another so that we can build our community and build wealth and infrastructure from within. So that's about it right there. I want to see you on board, our early adopters. Some of you're jumping in today. I'll give you a diamond membership. How about that? A lifetime diamond membership. So it's just the first few, maybe the next 10 members, maybe the next 20 members. I don't know. I'll give you that, and you're plugged in. And that is a way for you to get in and start utilizing the resources, and also to be a better resource to others that come through. So I thank you. That's my time. I appreciate Veta for this opportunity. Thank you so much. I want to see you soon. So like I always say when I end my broadcast and podcast, from one great mind to the next, let's do business.
I love it. Thank you, AT.